incredibly wrong, right? But anyway, we're living in the modern times now, and we have freedom of speech, freedom of writing. But that's besides the point. If Allah is merciful, who are we as people to impose judgment on Rushdie? Because, you see, we didn't create Rushdie. He was created by God himself. Right? And who are we to formulate opinions and impose death sentences upon him when we have God himself to decide? Now, if Allah is merciful, why can't we be merciful?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm an Hindu student, right? And my scriptures teach you to be obedient, merciful, and sympathetic to fellow human beings. Now, we must sympathize with Rushdie. We understand he has a problem, but we're not in a position to impose death sentences upon him as the late Ayatollah Khomeini did. Right? Now, I appeal to the Muslim people and Muslims in general to forgive Rushdie and give him a break, and allow him to apologize and take back his faith.
My son, very beautiful thoughts. God is merciful and we are expected to be merciful. He is just and we are expected to be just. He is beneficent, we must be beneficent. Charitable. He is holy, we must be holy. That is the teaching of Islam. That is the teaching of Hinduism. It's a beautiful teaching. But now, we are also told to respect one another. Now I ask you, what is your name? So you tell me I'm Mr. So-and-so, Naidu, Padiachi, or Mudli, or Govanda, whatever. They say, ah, yes. I knew your great-grandmother. You know? Because a lot of people, I know their grandfathers and grandmothers. I'm 73 now. Since as a young man, I have been moving around a lot, you see, I know. So I said, yeah, your grandma, yeah, man. Wigan's estate, she used to live there, you know? You know she was the biggest whore. I said, you know, she was international, not only for Indians. Now, if you punch me on the jaw, have I a right to blame you? So what am I doing? I'm asking for it. Am I not? I said, what am I doing? Talk, man, talk. Talk nicely about everybody. You swear my mother, look, you can call me anything. I'm big enough. I told you. I said, this old man can take it, if you remember. You know, I said, ask any questions, even criticism will be welcome. I said, this old man can take it. I stand by that. But now you come along there while you're asking me questions and you swear my mother, you know, at this some age, I'll punch you on the jaw, by God. No, I'm not. This I'm talking frankly. My mind is still 16. In my mind, I'm still 16-year-old. I know my body belies that. You see? But my mind tells me I can give it to you, and I will punch you on the jaw, maybe I'll break your jaw, and also break my hand. Because it's gone too soft now. It's not what it was before, you see? But now, this is the natural reaction of anybody. You swear my mother? Look, call me anything, man. Call me an ox, call me a donkey, call me a fool. I can tolerate you. But leave my mother out of the picture. You understand? Don't talk about my mother. Don't talk about my wife. Don't talk about my daughter. Now there, I'm going to go berserk. You blame me for that? You see, the Western law, beautiful. It protects the living. If I call your mother a whore, your mother has a right to take me to court. Did you know that? She has a right to take me to court for besmirching her fair name. I call her a whore. I must go and prove it. In the house of Islam, as a Muslim, in a Muslim country, if I call your mother a whore, I must produce 4 witnesses to prove it. That I saw her actually committing adultery. Not one, I saw another 3 witnesses. We all are eyewitnesses. And all the witnesses, you know, if they have to come to testify against your mom, they'll have to be consistent in their evidence and the cross-examination. If one of them fails, all the 4 will get 80 lashes each. You besmirch the fair name of a lady? Now, that is Islamic law, Western law, law of defamation. You say something about a living person, that person has a right to take you to court. That you know. But you see, Western law doesn't protect the dead. Your mother is dead, and I call her a whore. And I'm a big bully. I have a big gang behind me. I say, go on, do what you like. What can you do? What can you do? Nothing. You're helpless. Because the Lord doesn't protect. They say, look, then now we must bring your mother out of the grave to come and say, look, I was not a whore, which we can't do. So the stigma sticks. So that guy, I have no right to forgive. If somebody saw your mother, or I saw your mother, these people have no right to forgive me. Your mother has a right. If she's living, she has a right to forgive me. You forgive me, your brothers and sisters forgive me, your father forgives me, your mother forgives me. But if your mother is dead, if she's dead, I get away with it. So this is the law. Why? The man says, now you say something about my mother which is blasphemous, and the law of blasphemy in the house of Islam is death. Yes, anybody else? Yes, my son. Just one second. Let's give that young man a chance first. We'll come back to you. Yes, my son.
Do you believe in Satan?
Yes, that there is a power, satanic powers. I do believe.
Yeah. How come the Satanists, how come they only oppose the Christian religion and not the Islamic religion?
Maybe they have nothing to chew on. You see, the satanic people, what do you say? There's a cult. Is that what they're attacking the Christians, you say? Right. Because they come from Christian background. Sit down, my son. You see, they come from a Christian origin. All the Satanists, they were not Hindus before they became Satanists. They were not Muslims before they became Satanists. What were they? The background, Christianity. So in other words, they come from that background. They know more about the background, so they attack that background. I think that is the answer. Why would they want to attack the Christians and not the Hindus, not the Buddhists, not the Muslims? Why? I said, no, they have no knowledge about Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam. They have no knowledge, but they have knowledge about Christianity, so they can play on that. I think that is the reason. Yes, my son, you had something.
Why don't the Muslims wear a hood?
Why do they wear a topi or whatever you want to call it? This is, from the religious point of view, in our relationships with God, it's not a necessity. This is not a necessity. But in society, we need an identity. Suppose I meet you in the street, all right, I might think that maybe he's a Tamilian, and if I knew how to say good morning to you in Tamil, I would have said it. Otherwise, now I'm at a loss. That the other guy, like me, who looks like me, the Banya, they are my cousins. See, we are the same race. Banyas and me, I am a Gujarati Muslim. The Banyas are Gujarati Hindus. In our complexions, we are the same. The Banya Hindu and the Banya Muslim is the same. We also have the same surnames, if you know. Muslim Patel, Banya Patel. Muslim Desai, Banya Desai. Muslim Bhula, Banya Bhula. I'm sure you have come across. Right. So what is all this? No, actually we are one people. Now when I see the man in Grey Street, I'm telling you, frankly, I pass the people in Grey Street and a lot of people, they smile at me. Now I don't know whether the guy is a Banya Hindu or a Banya Muslim. I don't know. So I also smile. Because I can't make out. Well, because I keep on seeing them, their face becomes familiar, as if I know the guy. But now what shall I say? Shall I say Namaste? Shall I say Ram Ram? Shall I say Assalamu Alaikum? I said, what shall I say? So because I don't know, I'm not sure, I also give a big smile. Now in the West, my people now, because of this problem, they start saying hi, hi, you know, you're 100% okay, you know, hi, you can't say salam babu, salam bhaiya, or you can't say, what you say hi, hi becomes universal. So we wouldn't like to lose our culture and tradition. I like to wish you, my son, whether you are an African Muslim, I say assalamu alaikum. If I see you are an Indian, I say assalamu alaikum. Anybody, I go to China, I see somebody, I say assalamu alaikum. And that's an open door for us. See, as soon as I say assalamu alaikum, I go to a strange place, Hong Kong. I've been there, Hong Kong, Singapore. And you see anybody say assalamu alaikum? I says, you know, I come from South Africa. I want to know, where is the mosque? He says, come, 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 I will take you. Otherwise, I'm asking, excuse me, where's the mosque? So what's that? I don't know, I'm like a fish. If I recognize somebody, immediately I say assalamu alaikum, and his heart and home are open for me. It's like an open sesame, you know, this headgear. So I said, now, for the purpose of recognition that I may wish people, I want my children and my people to have an identity. That, we can wish you Assalamu alaikum, it's a wa alaikum salam, and immediately it's a bond is created, immediately. I give an example in the tubes in London. I've been sitting so many times, a man across from me, sitting face to face in the train, in the tubes. And you dare not open your mouth. You don't know how to start. Because he says, excuse me, where you come from? Look, among us, it's so easy. By God, it's so easy. If I say, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam, say, where you come from? So he tells me, I come from certain state. He says, I come from South Africa. So where? You're from South Africa. He says, Durban. I said, what do you mean Durban? I come from Durban and I haven't seen you. I said, no, I live here in Springfield like this, like that. Immediate bond. Where you come from? I said, Pakistan. I said, I was also in Pakistan for 3 years. I was in, bond, immediate bond. But now, the other guy, because they're not used to that, as soon as I ask, they say, where you come from? He said, well, that's your business. Is that your business? The other guy, I can ask him immediately, our culture. He said, are you married? This young fellow here. He says, no. I said, why, what's wrong with you? Huh? Come on, I'll show you, there's Mr. Deedat's daughter. No, this is our culture. Are you married? Yes. And the children? Look, this is to us like we are all open book to everybody. We want to know, we want you to know everything about me, and I want to know everything about you. And this does it when I know that this is our cultural background. That is the teaching of Islam. That is the teaching of Hinduism. It's a beautiful teaching. But now, we are also told to respect one another. Now, I ask you, what is your name? So you tell me, I'm Mr. So-and-so, Naidu, Padiachi, or Mudli, or Govanda, whatever. They say, yes. I knew your great-grandmother. Because a lot of people, I know their grandfathers and grandmothers. I'm 73 now. Since as a young man, I have been moving around a lot, I know. So I said, yeah, your grandma, yeah, man. Weekends estate, she used to live there, she was the biggest whore. I said, she was international, not only for Indians. Now, if you punch me on the...
But anyway, we're living in the modern times now, and we have freedom of speech, freedom of writing. But that's besides the point. If Allah is merciful, who are we as people to impose judgment on Rushdie? Because, you see, we didn't create Rushdie. He was created by God himself. Right? And who are we to formulate opinions and impose death sentences upon him when we have God himself to decide? Now, if Allah is merciful, why can't we be merciful?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm a Hindu student, right? And my scriptures teach me to be obedient and merciful and sympathetic to fellow human beings. Now, we must sympathize with Rushdie. We understand he has a problem, but we're not in a position to impose death sentences upon him as the late Ayatollah Khomeini did. Now, I appeal to the Muslim people and Muslims in general to forgive Rushdie and give him a break and allow him to apologize and take back his faith.
My son, very beautiful thoughts. God is merciful and we are expected to be merciful. He is just and we are expected to be just. He is beneficent, we must be beneficent. Charitable. He is holy, we must be holy.